Most people looking at townhomes think they're going to have to sacrifice space, location, or even lifestyle to stay in a reasonable price range. But right here, you're still getting all three. These townhomes feel far more like a true single-family layout than what most buyers expect. They even have one with a primary on the first floor. And the location that we're going to show you is a huge part of this story. So today I'm going to show you two furnished models, the pricing, the amazing amenities, and why this surprising location and these homes are a great alternative from a lot of other home options nearby. Now, one of the biggest reasons that buyers are taking a really hard look at these townhomes is quite simple. They want access to everything that makes Wellen Park so desirable, but they don't necessarily want that big payment, that larger payment that comes with a big single-family home. And that's where Palmera starts to make a lot of sense, because whether you're relocating from another state, buying your very first Florida home, or just looking for a lock and leave seasonal property, or maybe simply just trying to keep your monthly costs under control, these townhomes offer a way to enjoy the whole Wellen Park lifestyle without jumping into some of that higher price points that we see throughout the entire area. And today we're looking at two very different floor plans. So the first one is all about maximizing the value and efficiency, and the other one just feels much closer to a single-family home experience. So by the end of this video, you'll probably have a pretty clear favorite. Before we tour that first home, let's talk briefly about MI Homes. So MI Homes has been building for nearly 50 years and has earned a really good reputation for quality construction, some thoughtful floor plans, and homes that just tend to live a little larger than the square footage would actually suggest. They're also one of the larger builders here in Wellen Park and around the area. And we just did a few videos on their single-family homes here in Palmera. So let's take a look at their first townhome floor plan before we dive into what the community offers and how they're priced. So I'm going to take you inside of one of MI's interior furnished models. This one is the Foxtail, and we're going to see inside and what you can get. So if you've been watching me for a while, you might recognize this one on another community. This one is a very popular one. But the bedrooms upstairs, it's all one great room. And a lot of people tell me what they like about this. Here, let me peek in a few things here. Let me show you under the staircase. Look at all that interior storage. In a townhome, folks, that is a tremendous, and that is really nice. So I also wanted to show you they have more storage here. So lots of storage, laundry in the back here. You're gonna find it. But what I was talking about earlier, I wanted to peek back here. So you got two-car garages. Some of them, a lot of these townhomes I show you only have one. But look at this. So this is beautiful. Privacy, courtyard, no bugs. This is just the life right here. And you can enjoy your outside and you can do it in peace and comfort. But back in here, so all the bedrooms are going to be upstairs. In this particular one, we're going to show you some that you can get a primary on the first, but this has some really great bedrooms upstairs, and we're going to head up there right now. So I'm at the landing, and I'm going to head straight on back down the hallway to the two bedrooms. So nice and bright. You're seeing the roof down there and the outdoor lanai, the courtyard. Your interior AC is going to be up here. Your linen closet's going to be here. Just a lot of different closets, as we mentioned. And in here is your secondary bath. So there was the powder room downstairs, so you don't run upstairs all the time, but you do have a full bath for those guest rooms. Now, here we are in the primary. Lots of natural light. I love how they incorporated that little square window. And let's take a look, peek in the primary. Double sinks. Here is your closet. And here is your shower. So they've got the base and the towel basically to the ceiling. It's a really good, comfortable floor plan and a great price to get here in this community. This is the Foxtail. The Foxtail floor plan is probably going to appeal to buyers looking for that best combination. You know, affordability, functionality, and low maintenance living. That main living area is very wide open, and the kitchen is just positioned where people would naturally gather, and the overall design makes it a really efficient use of space. For a lot of buyers, this may be all the home that they need. Now, what really interests me here is not just the builder, it's the location. Palmera is positioned in one of the fastest growing sections of Wellen Park. Residents have convenient access to Downtown Wellen, the Atlanta Braves Stadium, also known as Cool Today Park, shopping, dining, walking trails, and everything that has made this master plan community one of the most talked about places to live here on the Florida Gulf Coast. But that's just on the outside of the community. Palmera is a brand new gated community filled, and I mean filled, with amenities, which we'll talk about in a second. And getting a townhome here is probably just a great way to get a foothold into this neighborhood. Now, if this is your first time on our channel, my name is Rob Rovnak, and I've lived in the Sarasota area for over 30 years. And every single day we get calls, texts, and emails from people just like you wanting to know about Sarasota and all the surrounding areas. So whether you're moving in 1 week or in 1 year, reach out today so we can help you make a smooth move without the mistakes. Next up, let's take a noticeable step up in both size and flexibility. So for buyers moving from a larger home, working remotely, or just wanting to host family visits, or simply wanting more breathing room, this floor plan may feel much more comfortable long term. Let's take a look. Now here's a home that a lot of people fall in love with. The end unit, the Palm here. And you've got your nice front porch, and you've got a nice special treat inside. So stay with me, I'm gonna show you that. So this one just has a nice open feel, especially for a townhome. As we come in, you just take it all in, and it's just, like I said, it's just very comfortable. You got your full dining nook, your kitchen in the back, but it's all part of the home. You can see everything is included in it. So good size island, plenty of counter space, everything you need. And then back here, of course, on the first floor, you've got to have your powder room. And look at this, folks. That's a great pantry, especially for a townhome. That's a great pantry for any home. So here you are, here's your laundry. And I'm just gonna peek real quick. I'm gonna let you realize that that is your 2-car garage. Lights are off, but that's how you come into the home. How most people come in. Your guests can come through the front, but that is really nice. And you still are able to get your lanai in here. Really nice here on the end. And the end units are slightly more, but not ridiculously more. It's really great deals. So we'll talk about that pricing here in just a second compared to the interior units. And wanted to show you this as well. You've got extra, it even goes around, because that's taking good space of the staircase above. So let me show you that. Sold these in many different communities. We're going to head on upstairs, and this is a floor plan that really lots of people, just different type of families, find this great. So here you see they've got kind of a little niche. They've made it a little home office. You've got some transom windows here. We're going to take a look over here. You've got your front bedroom, natural light coming in from the front, walk-in closet. Let's keep going. Got your other bedroom here. And look at that, folks. That is cool. So look at all this extra space. It's almost like having a little interior living room inside, almost like having a secondary primary. And look at that. That is an awesome closet for this room. So if you have an older child, teenager, they would love this. So that's why I said this lends itself to many different people. And you've got double sinks. I've always wondered why they forget that on some places, but you got double sinks, and then tile to the ceiling. Another closet, really good. So folks, we're not done yet. I told you there's a treat down below. Let's go look. Back downstairs into the great room, but first I'm gonna make a quick turn. It's angled off of here, and yes, there you go. You got your primary owner suite on the first floor. Just a really good sized room too. And it here is on the first floor. So no worries about stairs. Your guests, whatever you need, you can grow with the home, you can age into the home. That's what's a really smart system. Once again, tile to the ceiling, and look at this. Go all the way around. This goes all the way around. Got a really deep closet there. Deep, actually, linen closet here. Throne room over there. I think you know what that looks like. So here you are. The Palm. 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, 2-car garage. And we're going to tell you about the pricing and everything else you get here. After seeing both homes, you can probably understand why these townhomes have been generating so much interest. The Foxtail delivers excellent value, and it checks a lot of boxes for buyers who are just looking to keep things simple. The Palm, on the other hand, it starts feeling much closer to a traditional single-family home experience, while still giving you the benefits of that low-maintenance townhome living. And this brings us to something that many buyers overlook when comparing homes in Wellen Park. They spend all their time comparing square footage and purchase prices, but very little time thinking about how they actually want to live. Do you really want that maintenance that comes with a larger home and the yard? Or would you rather just spend more time enjoying the lifestyle that brought you to Florida in the first place? Because in Palmera, you're not just buying a home, you're buying access to a great lifestyle. Residents really do love these resort-style amenities, from the pool, the clubhouse, and the workout areas, to sports courts and kid lots. These are all great opportunities to meet your neighbors, stay active, and take advantage of everything that Wellen Park has to offer. Plus, you've got that easy access to Downtown Wellen, restaurants and events, and the nearby beaches, which can dramatically impact your day-to-day experience and help you really love living in Florida. And check this out. For a limited time, you can cruise around the neighborhood in a free golf cart. Just ask me how. Now let's talk numbers. So HOA fees here for the townhomes run just $292.79 per month. And that includes landscaping, cable, internet, the gates, and of course, all those amazing Palmera lifestyle amenities. And here's the current pricing on quick move-in ready homes right now, from as low as $374,000 up to $499,000, with most prices hovering around the low 400s. And if you haven't seen my Palmera single family videos, go back and watch those as well for additional options. And remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell, because I'm going to feature the best price builder in Palmera in the coming weeks ahead. And I have another surprise model grand opening to tell you about. So if you're considering Palmera, Wellen Park, or any new construction community throughout the entire Sarasota area, reach out before visiting the builder. We help buyers compare communities, understand incentives, and save thousands of dollars during the purchasing process. Plus, we help eliminate those days and days of searching, trying to narrow down the right home and the right neighborhood. We literally are your one-stop new home shop. Reach out today to get on the right path from the very start. For Living and Buying in Sarasota, I'm Rob Rovnak. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.